What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be doing right now is showing you guys the best and smartest way to build your MUT squad. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So the way I'm going to address this is I'm going to go about speaking about it as if some people are barely building their MUT squad, or they started and they still got a long way to go. So I want to make sure that I address those individuals too, because there is a lot of people who are tuning into MUT or maybe tuning into MUT soon, who are going to need this information. So I want to make sure I get this out for them also. And then I'm going to address those who actually have a decent squad, but just they just want to know a few little tips on how I go about building my team and knowing the smartest and best way to do it too, because I got tips for you guys too. I got tips for everybody when it comes to the smartest and best way to build your team. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do before you grind out any solos, before you do anything, is you're going to want to go to field passes right here. It says view all field passes. All right, so once you're in your field pass, the main thing you want to know out of this, right? I don't want to make it too complicated. I want to simplify it as best as I can for you guys, is understand that as you're grinding these field passes, this is season 2. So right now we got season 2, the competitive pass every 2 weeks, and we got the most feared program right now, right? So as more programs come along, there's going to be more programs added. When season 3 comes, the most feared as well as the other programs that's going to come during season 2 will be they're going to take them out. Just so you guys know that. I found that out the hard way because I was grinding out. I had a no money spin team. I was grinding that out and I didn't finish it. So I thought that they were just going to leave them, and they didn't leave them. So keep that in mind, is that if you're going to be grinding out these programs in season 2, make sure you get them done before season 2 is over, because they will be taken out by season 3 unless they change that. All right. But anyways, during this process, in each one of these field passes, they're going to be offering you coins, season XP, players, packs, and everything else. The number one thing you're going to want to do is find out how do you go about completing these objectives in order to get these free players and packs, right? Once you see that, you're going to want to go through each through each field pass. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you're going to want to go through all the field passes, the season pass and everything else, and you're going to want to see what they're going to give you. So say they're going to give you packs like these elite packs. They're going to give you players like, middle linebacker Bobby Wagner. They're also going to give you like an 88, here we go, halfback. So if you're just starting off your MUT team, this guy's going to take you a long way, stuff like that, right? And you're going to get them at level 21. So you're going to assess everything they're going to give you, and you're going to be like, look, if they're going to give me a halfback and they're going to give me a good middle linebacker, then I don't want to go about getting another halfback. I'll go ahead and I'll purchase a cornerback, because they're not going to give me a cornerback. They're only going to give me a half, stuff like that. You want to assess what they're going to give you, and not just that, you want to wait too until you get packs to see what you're going to be able to pull out of them. So the main thing right now is just have a good enough team in order to play the solos if you're just starting. Okay, so just stay with me for those who have a decent team like I do, because I do certain things too that I'm going to show you guys right now. However, once again, if you're just starting, or you're starting off to build your team and you've been just a little bit, make sure you do that. Make sure you have a good enough team just to play the solos out. You don't want to build a crazy team right now because you don't know what you're going to pull. And I wouldn't really play online like that, only here and there, unless you really need to, right? Because you want to make sure you play all your solos and complete as much as you can when it comes to objectives. The competitive pass, you can play solo battles and everything else, right? Even if you have to play on rookie. But completing all these, you're going to get a lot of stuff. So just keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead and back out. Okay, so after you viewed your field passes, keep in mind there's a lot of objectives, like you're going to need to complete touchdowns. You're going to need to get certain amount of fumbles and all that stuff. So once you have that in mind, you're going to go to your solos and you're going to pick the one. Like, say for instance, I'm going to go off with the ones that I will start off with the first. If I was just going to start off my team right now, I would go with the preseason one first, if you haven't did that yet, because they offer you an 83 overall fantasy pack that's actually auctionable, and they offer you an 87 overall player, which is pretty good. Then I'll start grinding out the team of the weeks, because they're going to get like an 83, 84s, 86s. I think it's all the way up to 86s right now. So you're going to get those players plus. So you might get a higher overall. It's 86 plus, 84 plus. So you'll be able to have quite a bit of players for your squad in order to help you guys out, be able to grind. And if you guys have a good enough team already, I will still grind these out. As you could tell, I grind them out. Just to show you guys, My team is a 90 overall, 91 offense, 90 defense. I grind all these out because first of all, you don't know what you're going to pull out of those team of the week pack. And second of all, if I do pull an 86, that's free training for me. Like, that's free training for me. I just let it stack up. I quick sell them. Then I have free enough training so I can use it for whatever I want. So I don't have to worry about spending my coins to buy training. So once again, if you already have a good enough team, just grind out the solos, get the free players, get the training, or whatever the case may be. If you don't, then you want to play all the solos in order to help build your team out. Okay, so if I do that, once I'm done with that, I will literally go to the Legends solos, right? I will play literally every legend solo because you're going to be able to get, see, I only need the last week, which I'll get to right now, but I grind them out too because they give you 81s overall, 82 overall, 84 overalls, and I think that it's going to go all the way up to like 85 overall players, and you're going to get the power up passes and everything else up, and all these players are going to help you out when it comes to building your team. And once again, if you already have a team, you could quick sell these players for training. You could sell them in the auction house, which they add up, which they go for like 10 to 15K a piece. Some of these players, or you can add them into sets and see what you're going to pull out of them and use those players either for training or sell them for coins and stuff like that, right? So that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to look at the field pass, see what objectives and everything you got to complete, and then you're going to want to come to Soul, start grinding them out from the easiest, go up to the easiest that you could get the most out of, and then go to the hardest, which you get the little of out of, but start grinding because you're going to need to get a lot of these souls done in order to complete a lot of these objectives, right? So that's one thing I would do. So basically get everything free that Madden's going to give you, build a good enough team in order to play those solos. So once you're done with everything and you got your packs and everything else that you need to do, by that time you should have tons of coins by that time. And at that time, then you're gonna want to go about what I'm gonna show you guys right now, the smartest way to go about spending your coins, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. So this applies to everyone, whether you have a goon squad or you just building out your squad. I'm gonna show you guys all the best way to build your squad, and I'm gonna at the end I'm gonna show you guys my team so I can show to you guys what I've been doing and showing you guys that I've been applying these same methods too. This ain't something I'm just telling you. There's certain players don't mind you that I actually bought because I run a theme team. So for you guys, I actually buy certain players, right? So that's why I do what I do, because I make content for you guys, especially when it comes to the Cowboy theme team. And if you guys want to know anything on the Cowboy theme team, if you guys want to watch that, it's on my Noble Peasant Gaming 2. Go ahead and look it up. It'll pop right up. Subscribe to it if you want to, or look at the content. I got nothing but a Cowboy theme team over there. But anyway, so what you're going to want to do is, let me go to programs. So for those, like say for instance, you're just starting out your team, or you're building it and you need some decent players to add to your squad and get the most out of it, you're going to want to go to headliners. And the reason you're going to want to go to headliners, right, is because they got these 86s overall B&Ds that they're going to give you back. There's 585, not 6. There's 586 overall, and they all come with abilities intact with them. Let me go ahead and click on them, see how much they're going for. They're going for 21K right now. All right, 21K. You could complete this set. There's 5. You could complete it for about, I'll say 110K, right? I would, if this is just for those who are starting off their team. Mind you, I'm going to show you guys. For those who have a decent squad like me, I'm going to show you guys another way. Other sets too. But if you're just starting off your team and you need to, and like you already have your coins, you already grinded the solos out, and you have coins, you want to know about the smartest way of doing it. So what you want to do is complete this set. All right, get all your B&Ds back, use them for your squad, and sell the master back. Get whatever coins you can from. At least you might be able to get all of them back, all your coins back, or at least most of them, because the 89 overall is going for a decent. So at least you'll get all your B&Ds back. You'll be able to use them for your team, sell the master back, and then you could do a set over, because there's more than 586s. Just to let you guys see, there's more down here. You guys can actually complete quite a bit when it comes to completing those sets. So that's just for those who are just starting off your team, or you've been starting it for a while, you just need more players. I will complete that set, sell the master back, and keep the B&Ds. All right. So, and then what that does is you still have quite a bit of coins. You have a decent squad to help you play online and continue to grind, right? However, if you actually have a decent squad like me, like I'm already up there like an 88 and higher, you already have a decent squad. What I would do is, let's go to, we can start off with what other programs that they got that I want to show you guys. Not that one, because you're not going to get much at that. I'm going to go to Most Feared. Most Feared is going to be one of them. The Gridiron Guardians is going to be one. It should be one, right? Because you get these back as B and D, right? Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. And how much these 88s going for? I think are they going for quite a bit still? No, because, oh yeah, 48. So that's not bad at all. These are 88 overall cards. There is literally 6 of them. I would complete this set right here. This is for if you have, like, you know, somewhere in the mid, or you need to fill certain positions. You could complete this set. I will complete this set right here too. You can use any of the 88s from this program of the position you need. Get the players back at B and D. Sell the master back. At least you'll get a lot of your coins back, and you'll have all these players for your team in order for you guys to be able to grind and play head to head and do all that and build your team much more effectively, right? So this is another program. The last program I'm going to speak about when it comes to those whose team is close as mine is going to be the most feared. All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that I'm trying to say. Just to simplify it for you guys a little bit more. The main thing that I'm trying to stress to you guys, after you're done grinding out everything Madden has to give you, the solos, complete the objectives, and you have coins, you're going to want to complete sets to give you the B&Ds back. B&D back, just to let you guys know, and then sell the masters off, because that'll be able to help you build a good team. You'll be able to sell the masters back, and you'll still have some coins to help you be able to participate in the next program. That's how I go about doing it. And I have I have 7.7 million coins. I actually had 8 million earlier. I'm gonna show you guys why I don't in a minute, but I have that. I could buy any player I want, but I want to build my team the best way and smartly. I just don't want to go spend all my coins. I want to make sure I have coins when it comes to certain programs that come out, or for my Cowboy theme team, if they come out with a player, I want to be able to buy them, right? So I want to make sure I do it smartly. So these most feared players, they're 90 overall cards. You complete these sets right here, get your 90 overall back as B&D, and sell your masters. So this set right here is going to cost you about like what, $340 to complete. The masters are going for, depending on which one you do, they're going for about 200, 240 to 300K. I'm selling them back, right? I will go look in the auction house to see which master is going for the most. Complete that set, get the B&Ds back, sell the master back, at least get most of your coins. Because I'm looking at it like this. I'm going to get 390 overalls for about 100K. I sell the master back for about 220. I get 200K back. Even if I complete this set for 300K, I'm looking at it, I pay 100K for 390 overalls, which is good. I keep my 90 overall B&Ds back, sell the master back, and that's good. To me, that's a big come up because my team is a lot more better, and I was able to get quite a bit of coins back. And then you could complete more because they got quite a bit. They got at least about like 1290 overalls. If you want to complete all of them to get all the 90 overalls and continue to do it, I would do it. I would say you'll be able to get all 12 of the 90 overalls for about, we're going to be modest, right? About 450K to 500K. Because you're going to complete the set, sell the master back, and continue to do that for at least four times, and you'll be able to get all 6 of the 90 overalls back, right? So that's for someone who, like myself, already has a decent squad and needs the 90 overalls in order to help build my team much more effectively, because that's what I'm looking at right now. Is I'm looking at more than 90 overalls. Then I will start completing the 90 overall sets like that. If you're barely starting off your team, start looking for the lower overall sets like the headliners and also the Gridiron Guardians, all right? So that's going to be the smart and best way to build your team. Now let's go ahead and look over my squad, right? So you can see that I practice what I preach when it comes to my team. Like I said, there's certain players that I do spend a pretty penny on because I run a Cowboy theme team, so I do get certain players. But if the card is going for that much, I won't get it. The only one I spend the most on is Emmitt Smith. He was the first legend that came out for the Cowboys when it come to a position we really wanted, so I went all out for him. That was it. Forrest Gregg, he's a limited edition. I spent 500K for him because I looked at it as I spent only 150K because he quick sells for 350K no matter what, right? But when he was going for like 700 to 800K, I didn't buy him. He might even be going for that right now. I didn't buy him. I was like way too much for a limited edition. It doesn't make sense. Same thing with Jason Witten. So anyways, you see all these 90 overalls I told you. Once again, I kept Carmichael because I run a Cowboy theme team, so he was a Cowboy. But you see all the 90 overalls. I got Zeke too, Kyle and Murray. All these are B&Ds, these 90 overalls, because I completed the 90 overall set and I got rid of all the masters. The only master I kept was Harold Carmichael, and that's because I run a theme team. If I didn't run a theme team, I would have got rid of Carmichael. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I want to make sure that I spend as less as I can on certain cards if I really don't need them. Look, I even got Bobby Wagner already, Raquan Smith, and Devin White. Majority of these cards you're gonna see I got for free, or I got them for set pieces. You see this limited edition when I told you earlier I had a 8 million coins. The only reason I got 8 million coins right now is because I bought this Jeffrey Simmons. Okay, and now you're gonna be like, okay, well, I thought you said you're gonna want to build your team the best way and smartly, right? Well, I did. I bought Jeffrey Simmons for 400K. He quick sells for 350K. I literally only spend, in my opinion, 50K for the card. So to me, he's a loner. If I ever want to get rid of him, I won't even sell him. I'll just quick sell him. And then, like, if they come out with 2 good defensive tackles for cheaper, I'll quick sell Jeffrey Simmons and then get 2 good defensive tackles. But knowing that he quick sells for 350K, I'm not even tripping. I got a loner right now that I can use. So that's why I bought him. That's why I'm talking about going about building your team smartly. The best way, and make sure you build it smartly. Things like that, right? Once again, even this DeForest Buckner, a lot of these pieces are set pieces, just to let you guys know. And the ones that I spend a little pretty penny on, which is only a couple, is because I run a Cowboy theme team. Even Troy Polamalu, I literally got rid of him twice because he went up, and I was like, I'll get him back later when he went cheap, and I just barely bought him a couple days ago back for 100K. So I'm good now. Now I'm not going to get rid of him. Now I'm going to keep him because he's cool. I'm cool with that 100K. So once I get the other strong safety they're going to get from the competitive pass, I'm going to put him as my starter and put Troy Polamalu as one of my users because he's a goon. I like Troy Polamalu. So anyways, and even my special teams, I got an 86 punter and I got this 88 Zane Gonzalez. I have the best kicker right now, but I get whatever Madden gives me for free, right? So anyways, that's just to show you guys right there. If you guys like seeing what you drop a like on the video. Let me know how you guys go about building your team, the players you want, and what the strategy for your team. This is how I go about building mine. I'm waiting for Most Fear Part 3 to see what positions they're gonna give us, because I want to complete some more set pieces to fill these other positions. I'm really hoping that they give us a right guard in the center, because if they do give us a 90 overall right guard and center, I'm going to complete the set just to get those players to fill those positions, because I want to make sure I do it smartly. But anyways, there it is there. Please drop a like on the video. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm out.